Hello everybody, it is me. I'm here. Hello. And yeah, I haven't played this game for like what, a week now? Since Saturday was probably the last time I played this. Last Saturday, yeah. So yeah, only 2 hours today. I'm not gonna play longer. No way. But it's gonna just be 2 hours. Okay, stop the music. Stop the count of the song, of the music, of the time. And we're gonna play Beacon Pines. Last time we had a not a beating. We had a forgot the word. We had a bad thing happen between me and crashing the game because it just crashed. Between Rollo and the main character whose name I literally forgot. Luca. My name is Luca. I live on the 2nd floor. I'm a space from you. Never seen me before. Okay. Game shall open. The doors to heck shall open. I think that's... we have to find the mystery of the Among guy.
Chapter 6. Through
Right.
thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of
Yeah,
a
I should have just
friendship.
waited for this.
Whether, in the end, it is
Instead
for
of
the better
explaining
or
what we're
for
doing.
the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't
We
on his
listened to this
mind.
last time, but let's just
He
have a
had to find
reminder.
Rollo.
I mean, I know where Rollo is. He's probably at the festival. Oh, you can interact with the trees. Wow. There you are. Luca, Errol wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you don't need to buy it. If you are brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luca. My goofy little brother wants you to find
Luca
him.
looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. I'm doing him this one favor. Now I need one favor from you. Whatever it is went down between you two, squash it. Okay, nice. A space adventure, though you need to buy it. If you're brave enough, go somewhere quiet. To a library. Oh, hello, Caden.
Who's that? I'm here to raid you.
Hello, Caden. How are you? How's the rest of talking? Or in just chatting? Were we even are we here? I think. Yeah, we are here. Yeah, that's fine. You played Alien Isolation. I know. They are beaconing to me right now. Hello, Coke. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Unique New York, unique New York. What is he talking? Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
That'll unwrap the old gut books. You nervous? Oh heavens no! Well, break a leg. Give me the gift of a Cryptos. What? I want the drinks. This guy, okay. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I'm not gonna voice this guy because he's useless. I haven't seen so much as an Iquavia. And it's not just the beetles. This morning I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure there's somewhere out there. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked them. Yeah, maybe that's it. What's here? Did you hear? After Mr. Kerr gave his big speech. Okay. Bye, go. Hope you're gonna have a good time. Whatever you're doing there. Say hi to your mom. From me. If they're gonna have the first annual biggest catch competition, as long as a boot qualifies as a catch, I'm a shoo-in. Good luck. Do I have anything that I could use for? No, I used all of these.
Luca gently good for skimming.
We're getting out of the flashback town. This is for sure not the place. I was just curious if there's anything here. It can look cool. I know where he is. I'm just exploring to see if there is any new dialogue anywhere. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech at the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. I'm so scared of the person on the right. I don't remember her name, but she just looks so scary to me. I think it's the human lips on her that makes me die. The town's still falling apart. The water's still crowded, and the season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. But the Lamontan drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz. Her name was Fitz. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I would rather just be mad when she speaks some delicious lemonade is all. Okay, I shall not talk to her ever again. Hopefully. Not gonna... Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Ain't moving. Oh, the bullies. Haha, every single time. Yup. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Bruh, you're ugly. Bruh, I made you like 60,000 years old in the other timeline.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey Jeff, everything alright? Oh yeah, everything's fine. Meat and cream, let's go. Hope you survive the sandwich. And the ice sandwich. The sandwich meat cream. Oh yeah, everything's fine. I mean, it'll still be fine. Just ain't right these days, you know. I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luca with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Nice. Can I jump into the water? No. I love that somebody put the balloons on the trash can. Why are there so many? I am most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? I always try to improve. Nope. There's so many people here. What? I was able to return the Perennial Harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This is going to harm Mr. Curry, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. Oh, Piper. Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying? I want to see what all the festival fuss is about. But I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luca, backpacks can carry out more than just books. True. So what you got in there? Books. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fall harvest. I had my doubts about perennial harvest, but I must be... Oh, hello Gustavo, how are you? They put a nice party. Oh my gosh, there are more people. Hi Luca, how's Griffin doing? What? Oh no,
Sorry, all
nothing.
became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Who? What are you talking about? Yes, Gustavo. What's happening? Ah! Just scary. Ah! I can't believe I got scared in October. This was so scary. Luca, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, I didn't know. What's that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines. The water Okay. Oh, happy spoopy season to you too. Building regulations. That's great. Census SAS taking. Emergency service. Emergency meeting. What? Among Us? Hey Luca, you're done at the library? Huh? Oh no,
Griffin
nothing.
looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Oh my gosh, I should have known there's smack here. Play that funky music at you. I actually don't have time for anything, to be anything on Halloween. Because I just started university and I don't know actually. I don't know yet. Maybe if I have time. I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? I figured that Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest who? I haven't talked that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. Yeah, I know the library is the continuation, so let's not go there. I think talk to everybody, well, I'm just gonna look around. What are you gonna be? A scare. Oh, skeletons are fun. You just have to not eat for the whole month, and you should be fine. You can become a skeleton. Okay, there was nothing there. The library is somewhere quiet, yes. Hey Jace, still working through the newest Hang Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know? The Hang Atomic's shrink array doesn't technically shrink stuff. It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else. Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers, please. Alright, sir. Okay, I will see you. Second. Oh, this guy. I'm gonna look at it. This is so scary. I got a jump scare looking at you proper. I think I will die soon. It's like a delayed death after being scared to death.
The bottom corner shelf was a dusty only one by cellular biology and the chemistry.
Okay, I already read this, so yeah, I can't believe you done me like this twice in one day, in like 10 minutes. Hey, Luca.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I don't remember what I gave this guy. I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. The first one? The first. Oh, you didn't know that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't
Kato
he?
straightened up and cleared.
On planet Varpool, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luca eagerly.
Issue, the fifth issue. Get it? Want me to tell you? Oh, it's okay, let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint of Varpool, you may take issue when the fifth king dies, you need a tissue.
Luca grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 4, from the shelf.
As you get a book, you can either bring it here to me or just grab a different one.
Luca grabbed The Adventure.
This is so easy. Oh my god. Ah, you found it.
Removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luca's, turning on the lamp.
Why? What the
As
freak
he
is
slid
this?
the book under the purple
What
light, two
happened?
words
Like
glowed.
Lucas slept through one day. What the freak happened? When did
have time to set up?
Of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luca clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo Cyberpen? He used to write secret messages everywhere with it. Oh, okay. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it, but I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb, part of his entire Halloween candy stash. Okay. Oh, Rollo. Now let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a
He continued
grift.
flipping.
Only found in grab card.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift in grab card. Griffin's grab card. Okay. Wants me to go to Griffin's snack. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I have like a weird cable to my controller. So sometimes if it like technically kinda like moves a little too much, it just like disconnects my controller for like half a second, so everything like kinda stops. Then it goes back to normal. Ah, brilliant! Guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Yeah, that's why he was freaking Griffin was talking about the freaking if I already went to the library. Hey Griffin, did Rollo
Before
come?
Luca could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought there was supposed to be a riddle or
Luca
something.
shrugged, taking a
Probably
sizable
on
bite
the
out of the corn dog.
It's cold. Oh yeah, that's been sitting here for a while. Ron wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. But that's
Luca
just
tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached
right.
into
Okay.
his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper. He
Oh,
shook off the
come
bits
on.
of corn dog to read the slip.
Pick up when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the
Luca
step. I
finished
know
off
where
the
this is.
remainder of the corn dog.
Ah, it's getting to be a whole thing. Okay, Gustavo. Good luck. Oh no, no. Until then, what? There you are, Luca. Okay. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. After all, owes me
Louis
one.
waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings, your final task of friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Hard. What? What? I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. Okay, I know. Piper. Or no, oh, Roller's just here. With balloons. I guess that also makes sense. Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yeah. Oh, and you got the corn dog. And you got the corn dog. Freaking, I forgot I gave him such... Yeah. Well done. I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but he revived us.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luca the balloons.
Like, I got so many of these symbols now. Charms. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Look, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all. I've always wanted to be there for you. But be a good friend, you know. When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kinda freaked out. Rolo, it's then my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luca. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luca threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly
Let's
as he
go.
could.
Rolo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you wanna do today? We could stop around and try to find some info about your mom. Not where. We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day. You know, I've been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC at Mission Control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Imagine if we get an ending. I mean, there are a few technically endings with it. A balloon. Wait. Oh, just we're just gonna get a flashback because maybe. Mac, which
Luca
is
stuck a toy stretchy hand onto the hook. Those
Dang.
things always get dirty anyway.
Let's go. Should we give it to Mom? She likes jewelry. That's a sweet thought, Bakaro. I'm not sure she'll fully appreciate a pond bracelet. Okay, that's it. That was all the flashback gave me. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran to your grand this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luca an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you wanna read it now. A letter?
Luca, some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand. If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you. None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luca folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Even though she's Sass, not Sans. She's not Sans. My grandma is Sans? What's with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whatever you want. You know, you really don't have to go out to all the trouble just to apologize. I know, but we've been looking forward to the festival for weeks. And after I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rollo.
Luca was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? Well, we can still go. No, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue. A
Because we-
distant rumble shook the treehouse.
And we died. What was that? Oh man, we missed the
It was not
fireworks.
Fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
What? We just died. Oh, everything just froze up. Everything just... Okay, the big trilogy. We all died.
A shockwave of cold tore through the room.
We just died.
Bitter, unfathomable chill.
This is a jump scare.
Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two
I am
boys,
so freaking confused.
united by
Like, I mean, I
friendship,
probably
to be
know
cruelly separated by
why, but
malevolence beyond
where,
reason.
but freaking what the freak
And
is
so-
happening there?
Our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the end.
Yeah, this can't be
It
this.
simply can't.
I mean, I agree.
I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either.
I freaking
There
know.
are more endings, more
Yes.
possibilities. I can feel it.
I
We
know
are
there
just
are.
going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Oh, well, oh yeah, we have the break. But I'm wondering if there is anything we... Oh, there is flight. Yeah, okay, right. I did get flight. But I guess we should just continue with the weather instead of here. It's gonna probably, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's I see what it. Oh wait, you can see how many choices there are. Kinda. Like I think depending on how many tree branches there are, like that end. So this shows that like there will. This is flight is the only other choice. There is gonna be a second one in shame. And there is like. There might be one more, not counting the break here. There are, yeah. Let's go to break. I'm going to, but
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered
this is
for
insane
him as
because
the
like
clouds above
in
began to
others we
break,
kinda
revealing
don't,
patches of star-filled summer night.
we kinda don't
Moonlight
choose,
filtered down,
we
shimmering
don't
in
change the
treetops.
freaking entire world how it works. Because here we really like, I mean, we are like, this is a book, so like it makes sense, but it just feels insane because usually it's like we kinda influence what Luca will do. Like even when it was the story about change and story about struggle, like story about struggle just made it so Luca tried to got like a way to try to get out, and yeah, and in change he failed. Basically chose if he succeeded or failed, which makes sense. But here we're just controlling the weather. Sure, you can meet Rollo. You're not going home? Oh, I promised Rollo I'd tell him about
Luca
you.
stopped himself
About-
mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, Bob. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich, reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me. What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide. That's Harris Valentine. Who's that she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything's proceeded as planned. Nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. A deal for a common threat. Now this is what I was talking
Beck's
about.
voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in that suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything? I couldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I can't wait to see the look on the troop's Ker's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. There's one thing I learned. It's that change. Painful. Wow, I was expecting shady. But that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why are you doing all of
The
this?
mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
It's the Gran. Ayo. Amelie.
A chill ran down Luca's
Amelie.
spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
That sounds nice. I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in arousing
Gran
suspicion.
gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared.
Oh, I couldn't believe our granny is the impostor.
Chapter 5. What big ears you have. Luca sat shivering.
I mean, I can't believe it because I just heard it
staring
in the
at
other
his
route.
feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
It's interesting because it seems like it's always like one route actually gives you like plot, but like the other gives you like character development, I guess. Or like more about the characters themselves, I guess. Because like, I mean, there was kind of plot where we died, but like there was no content. Like, and I thought Krani was sassy after she wrote that letter, but like, of course, it was very like at the end of the route, and it would be okay, and that's the end. Here, like, if I went here first, I would freaking know that everything, right? I mean, that's I like the way it's like, yeah, I lost on like the dialogue with Beck in the room, and like we didn't have that controversy. The thing with Rollo and Luca. Oh, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Were you so scared that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just go to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Okay. Insane. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe the your P's and keys.
Mr. Nuncreed,
Q's.
arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need to know, you know it. Absolutely. If you're just saying here and acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly
Mr.
snapped.
D's nuts. Sir. And you would like my eternal soul as
The
well.
clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha ha ha. Okay, can we go through the forest instead or something? I don't want to freaking. No, go like this. Okay, I'm gonna talk to him. Mr. Nut and these nuts. Go, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know us to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard pop right in the kisser. Oh, Grant tells me to just keep away from the clippers. That's good, that's good. Your Grant is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, no, we're not speaking of which. Better run along home now. I would like to out beyond the ring of my wound. There are people here. Even freaking, there are people I can. Can we go with her to here? No, she's gonna stay. No. I wish you could just skip this though, because I freaking. This is the first time I'm seeing this.
We all know Beacon
Like
Pines
every
is a great
freaking
town.
stream, I have to see
What
this.
you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Sharper Valentine. Young Sharper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a
Among
better
Us.
tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it.
Amogus.
Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines.
In
And
Beacon
how to
Pines.
grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck. A scientific experiment gone wrong.
Conceptual.
An accident which took Sharper
No
away from us
clickbait.
far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Sharper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company.
Wow, I can't believe Beck has not went with me. Beck, do you want to touch the melon? You don't want to, okay. Understandable. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is the figure intoned. Are you prepared to live with the truth? Another day, another dollar. Yeah, tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Today, a decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. That's what it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. But the customers are always right. Be bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. I better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. Bruh, we're dilly-dallying constantly. Like, I'm just dilly-dallying right now. The Among Us council meeting? Because there is also one of the enemy there.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
It's all coming together quite nicely. Can I have done it without
The
you?
mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yeah, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't talk much like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of the Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tooting he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire family. Present company included. Ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I've never let one need the company reason to throw a party. Not just a festival. All this. Got me 100 down under like towns out there. Why is Brian Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agricultural business? Seeds. Seeds. Yep, little bundles of
With
potential.
glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. The potential here. Indubitably. Seed of greatness is already underfoot. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. I better not dilly-dally. Hey, enter the per. Can we both look cool? No, you're just gonna stand there and look at me. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further down from here. So, what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo, he's, Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the fowl harvest. It's damn about time you tell me about this fowl harvest thingy. It's kinda long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big... Bruh, if you want to, there is a freaking presentation. I went there, and you stayed outside. Oh, big deal, fertilizer. It wasn't a big deal to us. The stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big path. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died, and something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch, maybe it was in the water or air or soil, nobody knows. And all the crops died. Everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. Next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why. Nope. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick. Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative. Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week, where they decontaminated the groundwater. We better get going. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. Yes, I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission
Rollo
Control.
waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concern we talked about? Yeah. While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Right, maybe we should enter first. There is even a freaking glass. Nice. He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Bruh, this is impossible. I don't... I guess this is easier. I'm trying from range. Rolo, the freak do you mean infiltrate? Who's gonna infiltrate us? You gotta be joking. Oh no, it's a freaking movie now. Gameplay, let's go. I have not expected gameplay in this game. Why did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There is a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. This is the wholesome route where we are all friends. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are we sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess? Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse?
Luca sucked in a long breath.
So like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so, it seemed more organized. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. Man put you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying man. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. Then it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They got let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Becca and I saw Heiress Valentine meeting with Gran. It's weird that she's an heiress when she actually has her. Wearing the same sort of hazmat suit, but it wasn't the same. I don't think the granny attacked us then, because I think like they are similar, but I think the granny one has a space for her behind, and I think the first among men didn't. And they weren't there for idle chit chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit, and then you saw your gran in the same suit talking to Hairless Valentine. Pretty much. I'm beginning to think this town is kinda awesome.
Rolo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. So we can logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated the town. And the leader is your gran and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask gran was wearing wasn't damaged. I mean, there might be more suits. Sorry, like I think they were different suits. Like I think it's more likely that it just wasn't the gran. But like Luca, I'm sorry, but like I assume there are more suits than one. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your gran isn't from here. No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your gran before? Not really, no. It's been years since I've seen her. Look, don't take this the wrong way, but are you sure your gran is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since you showed up. We could say it's the same thing about your family, but you're right. Look, your granny is hiding something. And Paris says folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my granny is hiding something, do you think I would have noticed by now? That's kinda the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you tomorrow when the coast is clear. And we can start getting to the bottom of this. Always game for a good snoop. You can count on me. The end of chapter. Let's go to chapter 6.
Secret lair.
Mm.
Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked
Yeah,
home slowly
this is the
under the
final
pale
day, right?
starlight,
Because
cautious to avoid any
no,
more
there is one more
surprises
day.
lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Yeah, the festival is next day because, like, I remember Lucas slept through one entire day. So yeah. What time is it? So we have actually one more day before we die. Before Death Day. Right. Okay, I'm gonna freaking get this. I like trying to open everything every time I go through here. Rolo, what on earth is that? Oh. That ridiculous thing on your head. Oh, this? It helps me think. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yeah, whenever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game's afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence.
Aha!
He coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dust isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, an ink detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She's lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going on every day, Rollo. Drat! It might already be too late. Just think of the amount of documents lost to trash. Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Look, is there anywhere Grant doesn't want you to go? Yeah. The closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first. No dice, it's locked. Well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it truly is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else. She has her very bashes. Who has ever thought? I'm going to take this important thing and hack it in a bash? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she's always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the
A
latch.
look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
Kitchen speedrun, me going to the kitchen at 3 AM. Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with...
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work. We could have just taken a chair. Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head on to sit on. This is beneath my standing. Stop complaining and hold still. Got it.
The three crowded around the hutch
go.
to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them.
I'm
Their
scared
eyes
of actually
searched
breaking
for
this.
anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
That was anticlimactic. Yeah, I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank out this random teacup and...
Beck pulled on one of the teacups. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Beck, you're a god. Seems like your clan has been doing some remodeling. Dude, only 2 types of people have secret layers. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Oh yeah, that's a freaking supervillain layer. Okay, some more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe. Oh wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? Paris marked cash and explosive. And jam jars? That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incidental jam is your grandma making? Incident. That's an interesting word that I got. Incendiary. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs, right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his
Bruh,
finger in the jam.
you have to take this jam now. Huckleberries.
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar. And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Oh my gosh.
He
Uh-huh.
offered the slimy note to Luca.
I mean, I did
and left
realize
his
I was
fingers
giving
clean.
like gem to every freaking sassy person in town. Sassy Among Us person in town, but like, I didn't expect like. I mean, I should have expected. I didn't think about it too much. I just realized that I was delivering it to them, which I thought was like a sign that they should meet up. But I guess maybe, but I guess it's a message delivery. That's why the last guy, the guy also knows it. Because I always have to be sure he gets the rest, the last ones. Because they're not signed. It's just like he's supposed to take the last ones. It's addressed to Miss Fratelli. A jam. It says, last night I used the disguise heiress provided to scout the location. Timing window should be possible. Operation Spark Flag is a go. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. Some more a bombshell than a bomb, am I right? You're new here, so let's but I am the best joker around here. Ora. You guys want to do it too? I hope I can look at everything. I mean, I hope I have to.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
And she sure has kept herself busy. Is your grandma a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. Yeah, Mr. T's nuts has a checkmark. Clipboards are all inside a big circle. My mom's are both on here. Okay, so I'm assuming both with question marks. So I assume it's like, okay, the circle is obviously everybody that's at the institute, which name I forgot. Perennial Institute, like the institute, and the question mark is like we don't know if they're good, if they're with us, or I guess if they're we don't know if they're with us or against us. Like, Gus Valentine has a question mark. Ares has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim. We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Ares had a question mark. So okay, she had a question mark because, but now we know that she's with us, so we're crossing it out.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn. Only one was unlocked.
And we're gonna know what's unlocked in like a second, but I need to get a drink. BRB. Okay, I'm back. Hello. I also brought some. It took a little while because I also made some food for me.
He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled
Kidnamed
Walter.
finger. Walter White?
For a long moment, he just stared at it.
I legit just said kid named Finger and a second later Walter. What do you got? What do you got here? It's my dad. Looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was an actor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? Oh, one sec. Dense documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of the preeminent scholar in dense documents and cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Ah, here we are. Follow-up examination of Terence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. And he now describes soreness of muscle and joints, similar to the symptoms exhibited by Miss Wilby just a few days ago. As waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. Yeah, that's kinda disturbing. Who's Joseph? Oh, that's Mr. Disnut's name. Wait.
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
Small scribble in Americans? Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his home has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Represents on raise more questions. It's like he came back to his report later and made those notes. It might be related to something
Rollo
else.
scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. That disease or whatever it is. Progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terence's condition follows close behind. Exaggerated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say
Rollo
next?
rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be
Luca
more.
frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Walter White. Look, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see. What did he mean enough is enough? How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullpoop.
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
I cannot believe Luca just said this. Luca swore.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Like, people swear here, but like, I didn't expect him to swear. Cool, this looks like a treasure map. Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Can't fault the logic. Look, there's even a pathway down it. It starts at the entrance to town, and if we
Rollo
follow
carefully
it
traced the path with his finger.
with his kid named Finger, it's right
He
to
jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square. That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So, it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival? Oh. Did you just say gulp? I should have freaking said gulp, oh my god. This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town and then we'll get frozen. It's gonna blow up the festival. Not if we stop her. Oh, she's here. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What was what? No, I heard it too. That was from the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs. Shh, quiet. Keep the lights.
Beck flicked off the light. and they became
gonna
statues
bite.
in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps. The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall. Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps
I know who
reached
it
the
is, but I
entrance
forgot
above
his
them,
voice.
and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
He's that guy with fruits. Anyone down
The
there?
three kids shuffled to the
Anyone
corners
down
without.
there?
As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yo ho! I'm not here to hurt anyone. I'm just here to help. Just.
thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Oh, this is
Rolo
something.
shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an
As if he
intense,
didn't fart.
chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth. It was
Don't.
too late. Rolo was already inching toward the stairway.
Was about to
He
freaking
screeched
kill the
as he
fool.
charged toward the shadowy figure.
Ora. There are flaming chicken coop.
With all his weight,
Okay.
Rolo tackled the man to the ground.
Rolo? Mysterious creepy man? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Yeah, well, but I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rolo, that was awesome. Wait, did you just kill that
Luca
person?
scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground, pressing his fingers to the man's neck. He sighed with relief.
You sure clapped him good, Rolo. He's not that
As
cold.
Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rolo both gasped in stereo.
In stereo? Mr. Tolliver. Chapter 7?
Chapter 7.
Oh my, how many? I mean, like, there are technically, like, more. Like, it's not that there, like, there are more than 7 chapters. Like, there are more chapters. Like, we had so many, like, chapters 3 and 4. Like, but, like, I wonder, like, what's the limit of the number? Is it chapter 10 is the last one?
The interrogation of Hiram Tolliver. Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan. One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
I don't know how I'm doing this, that I'm picking the routes that just freaking end. Oh, this is a choice. They run the classic good cop, chill, and hard cop. Okay. So we're starting chapter 7 and we already have a choice.
They'd run the classic.
It's usually
good
at the
cop,
end of the chapter, but here
chill
it's
cop
we're going at the
interrogation.
beginning. Hunters, let's just gonna play it cool.
Luca walked calmly to the light switch, flicking it off and on a few times. Mr. Tolliver shook his head, gathering his wits.
Like, holy sure I got my bell rung.
He looked over to find Luca, who returned a calming grin.
Sorry, Mr. Tolliver. There's a big mistake. A big mistake. Look, what's going on here? Why do you have me strapped down? No one's fault, really. I just got a little startled.
Rolo and Beck emerged from hiding to give a timid wave.
Oh, alright. My stomach's hopping. You kids gave over here on my good stuff. Let's just get me out of this frozen cold even.
Luca glanced over to
I wonder
Rolo
if you
and Beck,
even
who
heal.
replied with
Aside,
skeptical
just realized
looks.
I remembered that I felt I need to make myself a little louder. Lightly. Okay. Mr. Tolliver, why are you in my cramp's basement? I'm here to help, of course. I'm here to help, of course. Help with what? What's my gran up to? If you just cut me loose, I can show you. How do I know we can trust you?
Mr. Tolliver exhaled with disappointment.
Look, have I ever done wrong by you? No. And since your gran moved to town, haven't I been nothing but welcoming? Yeah. So why would I turn my back on your family now? It's just, all this stuff seems pretty weird. I bored with names of people from town, and archive my dad's old disturbing patient
Luca
notes,
gestured to the corner.
patterns of explosives. Oh, I was explaining everything. You just need to tell me. Your kids deserve an explanation. Then
Luca
tell
looked
me.
again to Rollo and Beck.
Tell me, and then we're
This
gonna
time
untie
they
you.
shrugged. Luca began to slowly loosen the bindings.
We're about to die.
Mr.
We're about to
Tolliver
just get
gently rubbed
shot.
his wrists.
Oh, that's a good lad. That all makes sense in time.
He
He's gonna
edged
shoot us or something.
imperceptibly toward the stairs as he spoke.
I know he would. I'm saying this down as secrets with them. A very dark past indeed.
Before the kids had even noticed his movement, Mr. Tolliver was at the light switch.
A bonds that must be
He
broke too.
punctuated his final words by flicking the switch and rushing up the stairs.
Right. Son of a.
Beck darted to the wall and turned back on the lights.
That's right.
It was too late. Rollo confirmed what they all heard.
He just locked us down here.
Mr. Tolliver's muffled voice came from behind the door.
I wasn't lying, you know. This is for your own good. You could just keep tied down there. And you're taking those times.
They looked bewildered at
Is
each
there
other.
gonna be an end? Play it cool, huh? Not now, Beck. Chapter 8.
They heard the staccato
this
thump
is
of
the end.
quick
Okay.
steps exiting the house. The kids looked down in resignation. This isn't how it goes in Hank Atomic. For some reason, they'd always assumed it was up to them to save their town. Luca opened his mouth, hoping to conjure some magical words to make this right. Only a hollow croak escaped. The end. Well, we certainly aren't going to find a grand resolution to our tale locked in a basement. Back to the drawing board.
Okay, we didn't get any new ones, right? I mean, we still have that flight. But, like, I'm gonna go this way until I reach, like, a point where I can't. A beginner guide to hostile interrogation. Okay. Hard cop, let's go.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation. Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an
Freaking his
unsure
booming voice, and
glance.
I'm like giving him the deepest voice I can.
Rollo slammed
Freaking
his fist on the table.
I gave him the same voice as Kiryu. I said, Mr. Tolliver?
He grabbed the
I'm not
table
gonna
lamp
scream
and
in my
beamed
house,
it
I'm
onto
sorry.
the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the
The chair
world?
wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who? Who's
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light.
I'm back. Wait a second, guys, I'm just gonna check something real quick. Excuse me.
With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk. Oh, hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're
The
sweating.
doubtful expression on Beck and Lucas' faces transformed into awe.
We can do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rolo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
I'm not gonna slam the name answer. Now dance. Oh, what? I don't
Mr.
even...
Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
If take me down, how on earth could I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk. Spill the beans. What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than
Welcome,
ever.
Kaiden. We're interrogating a guy in the basement of our house because I forgot our character's name again. Lucas Granny is one of the Among Men. So we found a secret underground basement. Because not all basements are underground, as you know. And now this guy entered, Mr. Tolliver entered the room. So we hid, and then Rolo here punched the guy, and we thought he killed him at first, and then we tied him up, and then we went being a good cop, and then we lost, and he locked us in the basement because we freed him like poopy heads. So I chose being a bad cop right now, and this is amazing. Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival. Good
He
lord.
shook his head, feeling more
How
and more dizzy.
how is your ham and how is your meat and cream, Kaiden, by the way? Oh no, we've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's
His
where
voice faded to a whisper.
the home began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold.
He died.
Rolo
We killed
swung
him.
around with a repentant
He had a
grimace.
heart attack and died. Damn, Rolo. I think you went a little too hard on him. That sounds insane. Yeah, he had a heart attack. Rolo was too powerful, and he just killed the guy with his with his mere existence. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we'd better not push Mr. Tolliver any further. Is there anyone else who might know more? I gave Rolo the same voice as I gave Kiryu. Which I think fits now. After he almost killed a guy and now he killed him again. What about the history museum? It just got set up for the festival. Kirby. Okay, I'm back. My mom just wanted to ask wanted me to do something later because they're going to sleep now, and I no. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Is there anything more reliable? The library? If there's any information about the source thing, Kado can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Hello, Kado. I just wanted to see our tree. This our beautiful tree. It's getting pretty high up. I think we're like halfway through the choices. I think that not halfway. I think there is gonna be like we went through more points of choices than there are left. I think. No dialogue here. Okay. This is a dang nice library. Thanks. We'll work hard on it. Aren't you a little young to be like? Aren't you a little young to be a librarian? Kado hung out here so much. Eventually, they gave him a set of keys. I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes. They got you working for free? It's quiet, and I get access to all the books I can read. What more could a person want? There are so many star characters in this game, by the way. Fair enough. What can I do for you all? We need a favor. I already charged you, Enrolla. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hankatomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can be bought. I call it a personal code of conscience. Actually, we're looking to do some research. Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for? That's the thing we sorta don't know. But you got on the history of the town. There's the country record archives. What's in those? Verbs, deaths, newspapers, things like that. Pretty boring reading. But it do go all the way back to when the town was founded. Great, we'll start there. Chapter 8?
Chapter 8.
Let's go, this is a new record.
6 feet under, 3 towns over.
Ayo?
The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty
The end
piles
of the
old
chapter,
county
that's freaking we
records,
started reading for the
desperately
entire day.
searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance.
It's, page 69, by the way. Let's
Luca
go.
tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that
Oh,
difficult.
also we got frozen over in one of the timelines.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
Oh, and we're running out of days, because the next day is the festival. And that's when we die. If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of those asinine death records. Roto Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, until he read so much boring crap that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal. And it won't be boring county records that kill you. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like
Slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I love you to see you tonight. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a moment and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name back? In the Hobbit? J. Hartford? From the Brookville Tribune 20 years ago. That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford? That's my grand's name, Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were two Jakes Hartford? Miss Hartford is survived by her young daughter E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Wait. Sister or wait. Not a sister. It wasn't a sister, right? It was a daughter. Because that would be... Yeah, it was a daughter. Okay, this is creepy. Your gran is 6 feet under, 3 towns over. That's the title of the chapter, by the way. Then who am I living
The
with?
question hung in the air.
With the Among Men. Alright, I got a close-up for the
Beck
night.
rubbed her eyes.
How late is it? Almost 10. Oh crap, Pi is gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick too. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. Because that's the last day before we freaking die of ice. Of freaking Deltarune Chapter 2 Weird Root ending. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something. I will kill him and throw his body.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order of business.
Yeah,
Luca
kill him.
shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Arms like a gun. But why is this? Oh my god, Granny is here.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Oh my god, I'm freaking spooked now. Granny jumpscare.
Just some dusty
Almost,
knickknacks.
almost Granny. It's not really our Granny though, so maybe. So actually it's pseudo Granny jumpscare. Tolliver's gone, and we're about to I'm about to die, right? Oh no.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a
Or
trace.
maybe Gran knew everything.
Okay, we have to kill the Gran right now. What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned.
He's
Not
dumb.
realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over
Take
to
the
the
jam.
pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
And we died. I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He flipped
delayed.
the lid to read the label.
Mr. These nuts. Okay, now I can think. If Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. Or I am about to freaking die. Luca's about to die. Gran is gone. Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool. No, don't go. This is gonna be the end. We're gonna die
As
soon.
Luca climbed the final stair,
You're gonna get
the
shot.
emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step,
Like she's just
his
gonna
legs
pull out a
weakened.
Glock and freaking kill me.
His stride began to falter. He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Come on, legs. Was it the jam?
Luca groaned and tried to
These
move.
Mr. These nuts gets poisoned jam.
His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
And dying. And the gem? Yes, I thought so. That was the gem. Wait, boy. What did you get yourself into? And that's how I die. Death of jam. Rest now, let me handle everything. Or I'm gonna die of ice. Because I cannot move person. The end?
Chapter
No,
9.
we're continuing, okay.
A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Mr. Disney. Because Mr. Disney sucks.
Shaking the questions from his woozy head, Luca snapped back to the matter at hand.
I would freaking poison him and I don't even know him personally. At the festival. I would poison him, no problem. I would freaking do it. If I had the ability to poison the guy, I would poison him. It's just he just feels like a very poisonable person. Where have you been? I Gonna put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirator. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. D's nuts. Put me to sleep. Whoa. Oh, oh. Sly devil. Thank you. Freaking Rolla is just giving me like most of these charms now. Like I think this is the third or second time he actually like said something, and then I got the charm for this today. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. You found anything? We looked around, but haven't found anything odd. Your ground is nowhere to be found. But Mr. D's nuts is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gas just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Are we just about to
Augustus
die here?
Valentine nervously wiped his
No,
brow.
no, we wouldn't just die because there was no choice in chapter 9 yet. So every chapter has a choice. Is this thing? Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Okay. Yes, so before we get started, I just want to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Purple Valentine. So I thought we could begin. Yeah, I saw his freaking presentation 3 times now because I love the guy so much, you know? I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man. Even more than that, Gorget is
Gus
there.
cleared his throat and awkwardly
I have no
loosened his
idea what
tie.
happened to me at the beginning of this dialogue. Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the stage with the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Big tent revival. Gus Valentine,
He
everyone.
gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it from our mayor. What a great turnout. Heck, I didn't prepare anything. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Community, conviction, commitment. These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, there are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I'm dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A small business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
Freaking, I'm probably too loud. You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still hold to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium
Oh
to
my gosh,
emphasize each word.
my legs just freaking went crazy. Like literally my legs in real life. Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
I think it's really Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing's more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the fall harvest was an unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. A Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand, into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I'm tickled pink that we'll be all making that choice together. How great is that? I just imagine what we can accomplish. And then we get nuked. What was
The crowd
that?
began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. When our sleeps, what they sow. I have planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can
He
proclaim
raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits. And we freaking got freaking Deltarune chapter
At that
2.
moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end. On a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end.
That makes it sound like he didn't know, which makes me feel maybe he didn't.
There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along
Freaking
and
the
ruins
narrator
everything.
having a mental breakdown is so funny.
Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again.
No. I will actually do
No,
this.
I don't mean that.
This is
We
so
got a little
funny to
closer
me.
this time. We just need to try again.
So I
Please.
assuming, yeah, okay. We have Sly now, freaking battle. But I think we should go here. Because we're still being in this route. You know what? Continue.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
You have 18 minutes left.
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task.
Yeah, so yeah, there will be no more
With
choices
a
here
few
because
crisp
everybody tagged.
sniffs, she roused Mr. Tolliver.
What's going on here? Hear that mood wheel. Girl, please call me back. Sorry about all
Mr.
this.
Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Really frustrated you here.
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Johnny plays with her precautions. Operation Spark Plug has us on it. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she's in the child. What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a child? Suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
I hope this isn't like freaking foreshadowing to something. I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
Freaking, I just realized, Rollo, your butt is not freaking hiding. You ain't hiding there. That had to be uncomfortable. Oh, it's well. But you understand. You never know who to trust in this
Mr.
town.
Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out you're both here
Beck
too.
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
Destroy the
Beck
evidence.
shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep. Yeah, guys, nothing with, if not
Mr.
thorough.
Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. She can't blame her though. Anyway, to find out we're going to destroy the source. Well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
I'm sure you can finish this up on your own. Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Oh, there is one more loose end I'll go on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while I was smoking the candy showers. And what you know it, I inserted an old phrase in a perennial Horus transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gonna mean something, alright. Good thinking, you should probably go out that out. I've got this under control. Oh, it's very relief. Between you and me, the station gives me the OBDs.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling
This is
a jaunty tune.
insane. Hey, guys, catch that? Sure did. This whole time Mr. Rival had a candy shop. But all he ever says is as his
Beck
apples.
blinked slowly in disappointment.
Fast soft troll. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about the candy shop. Fine, in the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
I just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. That's another word for underground. Buried, covert. Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies? The U would be 12, N would be 14, D would be... Oh, none again. None, it is not store, drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
I don't know, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kent's new drugstore. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. These nuts, drugstore, let's go. Maybe there is a Mogman. We'll go to these nuts, yeah. Truly. Probably the last thing we'll do because we have 14 minutes. Scare me half to death. Sorry, I still hate how she looks though. Yeah, I can't have seen Mr. Tolliver here. Nope. He's got me waiting around like the last piece of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Do I have like a new flashback bait? That sounds fun. My flashback bait. No new flashback
For
bait.
skimming the surface.
I think there are like 2 more items. 2 more flashback baits. I never went here.
Luca looked up at the satellite dish. Rollo nearly killed himself putting that up into the tree.
Oh my
While
gosh.
it didn't turn the radio into an interstellar communicator, as he'd hoped, it did at least boost the signal enough to overhear truckers one town over.
Really, I freaking missed that. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Now I'm curious. Is the pulse somewhere used somewhere? No. Okay, so it's probably just bait. Because there are a few that are just bait. Which is fine, which is like fine. Most of the hidden ones are okay, bait. Like usually the plot important, the ones that are for progression you will get during.
Luca tied a small magnet to the line, fishing with the law of attraction.
Where do you think the lock is for this key? Why would we want to find that? Because then we would know the secret. Ah, that's no fun. The second we know what it unlocks, it just becomes a boring old key. Right now this key could unlock anything. Cool. I think there will be an achievement if I get out of this, so like okay, I think there's at least one more bait. I mean obviously, but like I feel like there is a chance that the next one will be the last bait. In the perennial harvest there is always light in one room. And you're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. We cut off with work. You. I had a few more tweeters to look down for the festival. Oh, what do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think
looked around nervously.
Mr. Carlitos just wants to do something good for the town. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as a mayor so that you could make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Karen Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. And we have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eras, and he isn't coming back. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Karen came here and offered to help us. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. It was just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They are dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Doris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This time is going to change, whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or be forgotten, past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but he will always just be a gas. Good night, Eras. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. It's getting late, children. Or something, I know. Don't let his part of a sneer. There exists a gap between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. I do hate it when the villains makes a good point. Better go to these notes. We better get to these nuts. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to the freaking history museum again. Wait. Let's go see my friend here. Down. Oh, she's not here, right? The Among I'm meeting is probably there. Of course, there's a person here. I forgot his name because we've seen him like twice.
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nalcrit. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. Then where did you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Sometimes it's a small pleasures in life, though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice, but whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by the choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour grapes. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. These Nuts kept licorice in stock. He must eat enough of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold cash. Insane. He's right. It's locked. Freaking break through the window. I thought that was what Rollins was going to do, just freaking break the window. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. Is there like the telephone booth, I think. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? I remember he was trapping me before. Besides Mr. These Nuts, no.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
This is not a normal phone booth. Got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Karen's nude store. I mean, underground secrets. Password.
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great. Now what? I guess we die.
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell.
I didn't even press X.
Panic,
It literally just happened by
closed
itself.
their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at
In
least
these
it was
nut
solid.
store. The real these nuts store.
The air was stagnant
What the free?
and smelled
Oh,
vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it. You knew there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth. Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Look at, do you remember I said how cool it would be if the transdimensional conducts from Atomic Issue 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. Right, he's like me. He's literally me. Rolo's me for real. It looks like each of these has. I'm also as funny as Rolo, so this, like, yeah, I'm the funny. I am the funny. It looks like each of these has something written on them. Okay, let's just check if there's. Let's just check the hazmat suit. This suit has a broken mask. Oh, this is the grand suit. So we have found our mysterious warehouse creeper. We've at least found the hazmat suit. If it works like a these nuts and talks, if it works like a these nuts and talks like a these nuts, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Mining operations alpha. I'm guessing the second one will be beta and then like gamma or something. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies in this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Valentine's fertilizer warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Just now. That's a lot of buttons. We have like 2 minutes left, so probably we're just gonna end. We're just gonna end when we get after a choice or something. So on the side, Earthlings, I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way through sci-fi tech.
Rolo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eeny, meeny, miny. Saki, saki, woo. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing. I didn't even mow yet. What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes down here. Just get back. Just get... Oh no, Mr. T-Snats. Poop. 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 Awesome. Awesome. Awesome, I mean. Awesome. Very awesome. Awesome. You need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you. But did we get some answers? Mr. Underground's secrets? I told them it was an absurd password, but they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Well, now, I like my skin. This all stops now. These nuts.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walter White, you know. You don't get to talk about my dad, Walter White. You know your father and I were friends back before.
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
Before the tubes. Before YouTube. Before YouTube got made. All of this. Before YouTube. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Radiating complications. We were a team. Walter and I. My actual name is Jesse. Yeah, my actual name is Jesse T-Snats. Jesse Pinkman. See, Disney is just. I thought it was funny. That's why I called myself Disney. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both bent on helping folks with meth. No, we're partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, thought a sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Disney, you mean? Okay, I need you to know this. I am the Among Man. I need someone to know this. One day, Sharper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He'd found something he didn't quite understand, and he was willing to pay us both guns for me to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people, but the thing I could never get to understand was a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Duarte loved being crushed, almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing though. When he begged not to take Valentine's offer, he said, Joseph, if a person says yes one time to Sharper Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone.
He shook his head wistfully.
Sharper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sub-story? Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards
But I
him.
hate this guy so much. I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this, but you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know. My gran isn't out of this. Been scheming right under your nose. Juniper. Seems like she's planning on crashing the town party. Going to disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
What was she? No. Apparently, she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground layer we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now, she's in danger, boy. Freaking why is he stacking like fountain? I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square. The fountain? But why
A
would...
jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
Okay, I changed my mind. Mr. Disney is awesome. Knows about the source. What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's going to freeze us all. Bye, Mr. Disney. I'm sorry I doubted you. You all need to run. Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So... We're totally following him here, right? Totally. See you on the other side. You good? Yep. I love this town. At the end of chapter or...
Chapter 8.
Okay. Okay. This is where we end because I'm out of time. Next time we're not starting with a choice. But yeah. Thanks everybody for watching and hope to see you in a week. Yeah. Hopefully I might be able to stream on Thursday or Friday. We'll see. But yeah, thanks everybody for watching and hope to see you on a different day. Bye.